All right, I think this works. Okay, is this working? I think so. Okay. All right. Let me get some music going. I don't know. We'll just do Spotify, I guess. I think I'm giving up on this chill hop streaming thing. There's a few songs in this playlist though that are still DMCA, but I need a method to figure out which ones they are. Like I need a way to like print the things on stream somewhere so I can watch the video back and see what was playing when it gets muted. Oh, is it offline? Oh no, it is working. Okay, good. Okay, cool. I became too lonely on YouTube. Yeah, sorry, buddy. You're about to get an ad in incoming ad break, 22 seconds. You're cooked. You're cooked, partner. Yeah, that would be nice. All right, let's see what we have. Maybe uBlock fixed Twitch ads? I don't know. I still get them, but Vegas Eagle, I have been summoned. Else I would have noticed it. When is Mythfall development returning? Probably after this week. I'm only just taking like 1 week off probably. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. There's a few things I want to add. I was actually maybe going to do it today, but then there was like a few things I wanted to work on. So I was like, you know what? I may as well just do these. And then I'm also just like scraping data constantly. So, yeah. Okay, yeah, I need stop loss, or I need to simulate limit orders so that if a limit order is at the number, I don't want it to always go through. I want it to like probabilistically go through if it's at the fill price. So we'll do this first. We'll just roll a number. We'll do like we'll do rant, and I wonder if there's rand.bool or something. 2. That'll roll a 0 or 1. I might do a float. This way fills aren't guaranteed to fill. Or this way limit orders aren't guaranteed to fill. So yeah, if you're greater than the order price, then obviously we can fill. If you're exactly the order price, I guess I wouldn't even fill it. I would just skip it. So this is even less conservative than what it used to be. The second I start playing Mythology, he stops working on it. No, I'm still working on it. Where's Obsidian? There probably won't be a patch this Friday, but probably next Friday that I'll have one. This is the current new features that are there. I think uBlock cracked it because the stream was like hitched for a second and tried to play the ad. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I had to downgrade to like uBlock. What's up, John Doe? How's it going, man? Hello, hello. I had to go to uBlock Lite because I use Chrome and they blocked whatever the manifest v2 thing is. But yeah, for Mythfall stuff, it'll be it's mostly just filling out the early game and then updating the biomes. Like you saw that I split all the biomes, so there's that. Why do you use Brave? Chrome user L, switch to Firefox. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just used to Chrome. It's got all my bookmarks and stuff. Oh, Brave supports it too? Yeah, I don't know. I don't like, it's not like it bothers me that much, I guess. So I just kind of let it go. But for Mythfall, these are the new features we've added so far, and these are the fixes for a few things, but mostly it's just like splitting up biomes into multiple biomes, which involves drawing a lot of stuff. So I've been doing that on the side and then building monsters for it. But I need to draw like new, like I need to go and draw new monsters. Like if I go to my, where are you? Where's my concept folder? Oh, biomes, here it is. Like I've just been working on like drawing new monsters. So I'll watch like a TV show and I'll just like draw a new boss or like draw some new characters. And like this just takes time. Like it's just hard to like sit there for 8 hours or 5 hours on a stream and just like draw stuff, you know? But like I just have to do it. And some stuff isn't very good, but I don't know. I do what I can for drawing. I wanted to do something like this, but I couldn't really get it kind of, you know. Are you making a trading bot? Yeah. I got nerd sniped into it. This is what it looks like right now. This is the strategy I coded up yesterday. I wrote like a whole like back testing thing, and then I'm scraping data on the side to like test it with it. So, but yeah, for Mythfall, like I just have to like draw a bunch of things. So it just takes time to like go and do that. And then I can split up biomes. But for the next biome we'll do is, well, I need to finish Enchanted Grove. And then we'll split up Oasis Sands and we'll have a Scorvin Wastes for these guys. I can't remember what I called this one, but this is like an Anubis Egyptian themed one. And then we'll have a worm biome, which I need to finish drawing art for. So, and then I can work on splitting that biome up. But like drawing just takes me time. But yeah, the art's gotten better because my sister drew a bunch of like base shape things, and then I'm able to like modify those and like use the character shape of like a large human and like turn it into like a large human mummy or something like that, you know? So that's kind of how I've approached my art, I guess. So yeah. But yeah, this was my little strategy. And I've been working on this one too. And then I have these little weights. Like this one's more of like a channeling strategy. And I have these little weights you can tweak. I want to do like buy. I have these little weights you can tweak. And then if it goes positive, it's basically a buy signal. If it goes negative, it's a sell signal. So yeah. There's a few things that are problematic, right? Like yesterday there was a big crash, I guess you could say. Like it dropped a lot essentially. And I don't have any like stop losses implemented. So I just held the stocks from the top all the way to the bottom. So there's a few things I need to work on. How much money you earned already? Yesterday I made like I made like 30 cents or something like that. I did like a little bit of like manual trading. So that's why I didn't stream yesterday, because I wanted to like I was just watching it, and if it said buy, then I'd like wait a little bit and I'd try to like time it on my little broker thing on the other on the side. So it wasn't automated, but I would like try to, I'd just like click through it. After I switched to bows, I can kind of play the early game without being frustrated. It's weird how the hammer build I have does way more damage and all. But it's so much more crap to play because you have to get so much closer. Yeah, it's a tough balance, because I know defense is super important, but a lot of items don't have defense to them, so like they're almost useless. Even if they give you tons of damage, just because they don't have defense. Like there's a lot of things like that that need to be figured out. So for the late game, the balance isn't really that great right now. Like I've mentioned this stuff before, right? I'm going back through and rebalancing all the biomes and stuff. So that stuff just takes time. But anyways, all right. So for our backtest here, what we'll do is we'll only fill if it's exactly the order price, then we'll just roll a dice every tick to see if it filled. And if it rolls above this number, then we'll just put it back into the order queue and not fill it. So have you thought about sub item builds so you can attach something to a weapon and make it unique? Sorry, I'm gonna shut up. No, you can ask him a question. That's fine. I have a plan in place to do enchantments, but it's not something that's like a primary game feature that I want right now. It'll be like a later game thing, I think. But yeah, I do have like a little bit of an idea of how I might do enchantments, like how I might model the data for it. But it complicates a lot of stuff. Because like if you imagine you have like 2 iron swords, but one of them's enchanted, like that needs to be, now these items can't stack, which is maybe okay, because of the direction of the game's going more in like it's going more into a what's it called? Not a big bank with a bunch of slots that all stack. It's more going into like a plus the exponential complexity of balancing. True, yeah, like all that stuff just adds up. So yeah, Minecraft God Swords come to mind. Yeah, I never played Minecraft that much, but okay, I think this works. I'm like pretty sure this will just work. So yeah, if we ever go past the price, then I'll just fill. It'll just fill automatically. But we'll just do an early check. If we're exactly the price, we'll skip a fill if it's bad luck. I was also looking at the Binance API. They have 0 fee crypto trading, which is like very rare. So I might set up a scraper for that just to get some. You have to trade like specific pairs. I think you have to trade like US dollar coin to Bitcoin or something like that. But okay. Yeah, so I need like a fail out stop loss point. I might combine it with this though. Well, this is last buy and sell time. I'm just trying to think of how I want to organize this stuff. Maybe we'll just do this. We'll calculate the, I kind of want to use it for both the stop loss and the trailing stop loss. But I'd prefer it to be like, it's a stop loss until you hit a certain threshold and then you switch to a trailing stop loss, I think. If true, we're in trailing stop loss mode. Else, yeah, this will be the peak. If in trailing mode, I might, I'm trying to think here. As you buy a dip, your cost basis drops. How I think of stop losses though, is I think of them as like a point that's constantly below your cost basis. I might just do that. So if you do buy the dip, it'll just drop your cost basis. The only downside with this though is you could end up just buying down and like further pushing your stop loss where you would have hit it. But like I'm just not sure what's more stable. It doesn't really matter too much. It matters in terms of like sizing. The one where I have with this way though, it's either this or it's your stop loss just is this. Like you set a bar at the first one, and then you start buying the dip. Well, you wouldn't, like your stop loss would probably be lower. Hold on. Like if you hit your stop loss for this one, then if it's after these ones, then you'd stop loss here. So you'd end up buying a bunch and then you just stop loss and close all of the positions. I'm going to do it based off the cost basis though. Because I have another metric, which is how, what was the last buy, like the duration since the last time I purchased. And I kind of restrict that so that if there's a big dip that's happening, I can kind of like average it out a bit. So I think I'm just gonna do the trailing stop loss. It's either that or I do the, or not trailing, I mean, but it's gonna based off the cost basis. It's either that or it's based off the peak. I don't know. Still TBD. What's up, Anacito? How's it going? Welcome. Thanks for the follow. ATR. I have heard that people use ATR. It doesn't make sense to me though. Like, then if you're in a really volatile range, you would have a lower stop loss. Like, I feel like I might prefer a fixed stop loss. Not fixed, I mean, but like some percentage. But I don't know. Maybe I'll try both ways. That was a weird autosave. Okay. Anyways, we'll implement this fixed one and then it would depend on your trade's time range, of course. If it's volatile today, you'll look at the 5-minute ATR or something, then yes, it wouldn't be good. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, then you would end up like picking too tight of a stop loss and it would hit it a bunch. Like I'm My goal with the stop loss, at least with this one, is like the very worst case scenario. It's like I really picked that one wrong. I just want to get out, and then I want to like wait for 30 minutes or something. Just to like I don't want to like start buying again. You know what I mean? Like it's like I messed up big time. Like I've taken like a huge, or like there's been some big problem. But so maybe for like, maybe I might do like a tighter ATR analysis for like help me make decisions though. Or I might sell at a loss, but it won't be like my stop loss, if that makes sense. I used to do scalping, so I preferred the trailing stop loss. It goes down. If it goes down when I enter. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Yeah, I was, I guess I could submit a trailing stop loss immediately after my buy purchase. But I figured I would just implement it on my algo rather than do it through the broker. Like I get there's some delays there, but whatever, we'll implement it and then see how she does then. For trailing, I want to do track some percentage of total gain. Yeah, I mean, I'm just gonna say like 0.1 would be 1%, or sorry, that'd be 10%. 0.01 would be 1% of, be 1% below the last cost basis. I don't know if I need to track this, but I'm not going to track this. Yeah, I'm just gonna do this. Minus last cost basis times t dot stop loss ratio. Oh, this would just be cost basis. That'll be our stop loss point. And then if price less than, I'll do equal to whatever. Stop loss point. Then t dot execute stop true. We'll do Should I combine these? I don't know. Yeah, I think for the stop loss, I don't want it to be a I might not want it to be a trailing stop loss. I might just separate these. We'll just implement this one, then we'll go back and implement a trailing stop loss tracker. Okay. So we'll pass the cost basis in, we'll pass the current price in, we'll calculate the stop loss point, and then we'll set it to true if we want to do that. And then we can just do ratio, stop, timer, duration. I might just do int64. Everything inherently is a I'll call this stopped. Everything's milliseconds. So we'll do timer. T.timer. I might track that separately, actually. Do this. We'll have a reset as well. I'll just call it a stop tracker. For the trailing one, I want to have thresholds. I think there's a target price that I want to sell at. Well, I'm trying to think here. I guess I don't really need trailing stop losses yet too much. I don't know. I'll think about this one. I'm not sure exactly how I want to do that. This might only be for momentum plays. Like ideally the bot sells at a good time before the stop loss, but I'm just thinking like I don't know. We'll think about it. We'll think about it. My lips are so chapped. Okay, so we'll maybe have that in the future, but if we do hit a stop, I want to have another concept. I use this kind of similar for warm up. I might call it a warm up timer. I'm just gonna call it a wait timer though. One downside here is that I use what's it called? I do ticks, which are approximately a second, but they're not exactly a second. I guess I can calculate time in here. I might have the context just calculate the delta time though. Or I just do an absolute, actually. I'll probably just do that. Wait, timer, update. I'm just gonna pass the quote in. Yeah, whatever. It's hard because I might want to have like a timestamp as a part of the context, but whatever. All right, we'll just do a L1 quote. Oh, it's on DS, it's in model. If q.timestamp is greater than t.finish timestamp, then we've finished waiting. I don't really know which way to direct this Boolean. If I want to return true if you should be sleeping. I'm gonna call this update. Returns true if you should keep waiting. I don't know. I'm gonna do a set. I might do this actually. I might do T in 64. Then you pass the timestamp in. Oh, it's because of that. Oh. Let's do TS. Okay. I'll also track the current timestamp. Okay. We'll pass a duration in and we'll just do finish timestamp equals t.current timestamp plus and 64 of dir.milliseconds. And this doesn't return a Boolean. So this is just setting the timer. This is going to update it every tick that we receive. All right. Bum, bum. Do, 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 do. Let's revise this warm up thing now. It's hard because I'm trying to think of what I want to configure from external, and then what I want to configure from like I could do this. I might just encode the duration that I want to wait for. I'll just do a new warm-up timer. I might just go ahead and do this. T.dir. That'll just be the duration in milliseconds. And then here we can do this. Wait up timer 30 times time. Minute. s.warmup_timer.update with q.timestamp. Oh, if return. It might make sense to just have one timer. I might just do one wait timer. Yeah, it's just tricky because the very first time this enters, it's not like really configured. Really, the wait timer is mostly for making sure all of the, what's it called? Like making sure all the values get calculated correctly. Because it takes like, it might take 30 minutes to calculate some of the candles, like a 30-minute candle. I'm just gonna keep, I might just keep warm up separately. But it's just confusing if you have warm up and then you have a wait timer too. It just doesn't feel consistent because one might not update the other one. I don't like tick, but I don't like this either. Dun, dun. I just want to well, it's gonna be, I was trying to use it for two things. One, for if I hit a stop loss, I want to just wait. Like, I don't want to keep trading if I hit a stop loss. But then I also wanted to use it to make sure that the algorithm has time to like spin up the metrics that it needs. Do 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 do. Not my favorite energy drink. It was okay though. Very strong. Sell it with these energy drink sponsors, yeah. Sponsored by Monster Energy Drinks. Somebody's got to fund my my stock market losses. I don't know. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do I'm gonna do weight separately. I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna get rid of this. Then we'll just have one wait timer. I think I'm just gonna leave this for now, just because I'm doing this like back testing thing where I need to like let things spin up because I have a start point. But I think when it runs, if I ever get to the point where it runs live, like this wouldn't matter as much. I don't have a good way to model that really. So s.warmup minus minus if s.warmup is greater than 0, then we'll return. Cool. So then we'll have a warm up period, and then we'll have a wait timer update as well. And okay, cool. Let's add we'll do a stop tracker as well. New stop. I don't know if I have that actually. Do I do a new? I don't have a new function. Yeah, let's do ratio. %. Or actually, 1% of $100 would be $1. I guess I'm not really sure if that's high or low, but whatever. That seems like a pretty big loss. I probably need to go way less than that, but we'll start there. It's really tight. I guess it depends on what you're trading though. Like for this algorithm, it's like more of a channeling strategy. So for something like this, I kind of do want a tight stop loss. Like I'm pretty sure 1% would save me from like big destructions, but it won't, like it's not like it over channels a little bit then comes back. I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna go ahead and make this a configurable thing at the top. But it's also based off my cost basis. So if I buy dips, it's gonna drop. Like the stop loss will drop, will decrease as well. Okay, I need to update this too though. S.stop tracker. Depends on the algorithm, but the amount of times I got caught with a stop loss hunt is insane. Oh wait, what do you mean by a hunt? What do you mean by stop loss hunt? We'll do what's it called? I guess I can update it up here because it shouldn't matter. The problem is I only want to update this when I have a valid cost basis. So I think I want to do if position dot quantity is greater than 0, then we'll update the stop loss. What is available? Oh, that reduces the cells. Yeah, I guess this is fine. Okay. Institutions hunt the stop losses of retail traders, then buy in again right before the momentum. Oh, interesting. Okay. Like they just go through the order book. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I'll have to, like, I'm definitely gonna have to like balance this stuff, but at least the number, like, at least I have a placeholder in place. Okay. Okay, if our quantity is positive, then we'll update our stop loss tracker. And I think essentially we want to, I might add a signal for this as well. Yeah, let's go ahead and add one to our graph. We'll add, where is it? S.stop tracker dot. Oh, I've typed it. I might just try, I'm just gonna calculate the value. Oops. We'll do t.value equals, we'll update it here and then we'll do, okay. Then I can just have my stop loss. One strategy actually had, one strategy is actually buying right after a stop loss hunt or a liquidity sweep. It used to do pretty well, but the profits weren't that much without options. Oh yeah. How would you detect that though? Like just when there's huge volume and it like, there's a big candle move or something? Like that's what you'd search for? That'd be like the indicator you'd search for? Okay, so this should show the stop loss value. Yeah, let's do that for now. And then we'll add in, we'll do a little test, a visualization test, and then we'll check to see if, I should hard code these just so I have numbers in place. Stop loss. Why is it so zoomed in? Oh, it's this. So this stuff's so annoying. Like my graph doesn't want to, like I double click to zoom to fit basically, but I have this stop loss number now that's just straight 0 because it's unset. I could just shuffle in the position actually, and then yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yes, visual order book would be a huge candle dip. The visual order book would be a huge candle dip past a bunch of orders. I see what you're saying, yeah. Then we'll do if position dot quantity is less than or equal to 0. I'm just gonna do t dot value is price, and it'll return. If we don't have this position, then there's nothing to check. Okay, we're getting closer. All right, now it shouldn't be a big jump at the start, but now I have to refigure these ones out. Sorry, I just want to get it like doing something. Let's remove these. Let's just zoom in on like one section, like here. Yeah, see like, I did buy up here and then the stop loss is too low to get hit. Okay, that's kind of what we expected to see too. Like as we buy the dip, the stop loss drops because the cost basis drops. I am curious though, because the problem I was having was on which day. This one, yeah. So here the stop loss would get hit. Because I was kind of like channeling, and I was doing, it was like doing fine, but then here was kind of the issue that I was trying to solve. So then it would get hit here, and then I think I'm gonna have it time out. I just feel like if the bot had an issue where it couldn't make the right decision before this, then something's gone wrong. It's either like exit and don't run, or it's like wait 30 minutes and try again. I don't know. Or some number of minutes. I hate to even like base it off of how long that dip lasted for though. Like I don't really want to, I just want to like make some number up. But that's fine. It does suck though, because I'm pretty sure 30 minutes would be enough for that. But there could be a longer one. You know what I mean? They could re-enter into a bad position as well. But it's not like I'm running this live or anything like that. So, all right, let's check the stop loss. And I I might just do it above all of the buy and sell calculations. I might just do stop tracker dot stopped. And then I'll do context dot cancel all orders. Return. I think I need to pass it. Oh, I don't need to pass a quote in. I guess the context knows the latest quote. I think it just does market orders, right? Oh no, this isn't what I want. I don't want to cancel orders. I want to close all of my positions. It is very complicated because I might have like a limit sell or something at some point. But then you hit your stop loss. It's like, I do need to cancel this so that I can close it down here. But I'm gonna have to come up with some sort of order management thing. I'll just leave it to do here. I guess it's okay to just cancel them. And then we'll just do if position dot quantity. It's awkward though, because I don't want to loop into this. Like, I feel like I need more infrastructure for order management stuff. Because I can't loop into this every single time. It's more like I have a position that I want to be at, which is holding no shares. Well, actually, this technically would be okay. Where are you? The wait timer I actually want to do down here. No, sorry. Wait. Yeah, wait timer down here. Because I want to have my signals still calculated for the graphing portion. Warm-up doesn't get graphed. This would get graphed. And then we'll just do, yeah, we'll cancel all the orders. If position quantity is greater than 0, I'm pretty sure this, let's look at the broker. Cancel. Yeah, it just looks up orders. Cancel our orders, look through all the pending orders and cancels them. So we'll just do a sell market. We'll do a sell market there. And we'll do, what's it called? We'll do, Oh yeah, we want to trigger the wait timer. Wait timer dot set. Simple archive greater archive recipes aren't shown. Are they not? What do you mean by they're not shown? They might not be in that crafting station, but they might be somewhere else. I guess I'm not sure what you're seeing. Yeah, so if stop loss gets triggered, we'll cancel all orders. Then we'll place a sell market for the entire quantity. And we'll set the wait timer for 30 minutes. Then it'll update, and eventually it'll come back in. But we need to clear the stop loss now. It might make sense to make this a function, actually. I'm gonna make that a function. I'm gonna call it check stop. I don't think I really need that. Yeah, we'll leave it, whatever. There's no way to craft them anywhere? I can look if you want. Which ones are you talking about? Simple archive. This one. Yeah, it should be crafted into the it should be crafted by the base library crafting table. But if you've already you might need to discover the items that they take before they show up though. Yeah, I guess I didn't think that through fully because you need to discover like the dance book or the pirate diary book. Yeah, let's make a SaaS and make a bunch of money. I love it. Let's do it. First, we gotta come up with a company name though. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. This is a function. First, I need to make this algo bot, then I can sell it to people. I'll make an unprofitable algo trading bot, and then I'll sell that to unsuspecting victims. I saw there was one trading bot that was like 20. You had to pay 20K to get it. I'm serious. What are you gonna build? What are we? Oh, we. I already have too many projects. I can do anything in the web. Let's go full day. I need to emit an event too. Yeah, it's funny. There's like hold on. It just keeps hitting this entire dip. I can do anything in the web. This is kind of getting old. When are we getting artisanal one-time payment business? Never again. Do, 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 do. This has 500. It's got almost 1,000 orders. What's up, Natsuki? How's it going? Today's another algo quant finance day. We only lost $21.40. I'm gonna change the just because it's hitching a lot when I stream. I'm gonna change the refresh time to 5 seconds instead of 1 second. Oh, whoops. This needs to be this. Here we go. I want to do 2 days though, so we can hit our stop loss. What's up, the Restation? How's it going? What UI did you use? I use it's like GIO. It's some Golang UI library that has or I'm not really using that, I guess. I'm using Dear IM GUI, but he has, the guy who makes that library made Dear IM GUI C bindings that generate. And yeah, I'm using that. And it works pretty well. It works reasonably well. The names of these functions are awful though. Look at this. It's like, where's a good one? The plot functions. Plot line double pointer. Like, golly, like we couldn't, I don't know. Couldn't come up with anything better than that. I get, it's just that it's what's it called? Generated code. Like these are the generated functions. I should probably just wrap these in my own little thing. It's just like, I just don't know what this means. Plotline, double pointer. I guess because it's like the version of the function that takes a double pointer and a double pointer. I don't know. I should just simplify it though. I should just make like my own version of these functions for exactly my UI. Okay, I just want to see how the stop loss got triggered. Interesting. Where's the 30-minute delay though? I guess you sell, and that's 30 minutes. Bum, 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 bum. Are you on Windows? Do you have your, I'm on, I use Linux. Do you have your Emacs config on GitHub? Coincidentally, I'm starting to learn Emacs currently. It would be helpful accuracy configs. Yeah, you can see mine. It's on my .files repo. Where is it? .files or github.com. Unit of time. .files. Yeah, there's a link to it. I think it's in like, I use what's it called, that it's in home.emacs, yeah. Yeah, take a look. I mean, it's not like a crazy config. People probably do way more than I do in Emacs, but that works fine for me. I see you have Rust in your name. I don't use Rust, so I don't have any Rust things set up for it. I pretty much only use Go. So it's very much a Go tailored one. But I like most of the features I have. I use Magit a lot, which is really, really helpful. I use dumb jump sometimes. Or no, this is Helm for file searching. And then how do I can't, oh, here it is. Yeah, you control J, I bound it to. I think it's called dumb jump. You just hit Control J, then you hit the letter that you want to go to. Like if I see this R, I hit R, then I see H, and that'll take me right there. You don't divide your taxes with Emacs, scrub. Yeah, I don't have that plugin installed yet. I use Emacs to learn common Lisp for Rust. I use Rust Rover. Oh, cool. Yeah, I don't even know Lisp, which is like the taboo of being an Emacs user. I just copy paste Emacs clips from other people and use it. But yeah. Bum, 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 bum. I'm trying to see what happens here though. Oh yeah, I want to emit a color for I want to do like orange or something like that when I hit a stop loss, I think. I must have some way to do that. Or I think it's like signal. Yeah, signal chart event. Would I put this? How could I must have, I guess the orders I have outstanding is completely separate from my quantity, right? Yeah, I guess that's fine. All right, we'll just do, oh, tick comes from there. We'll do price. All right, we'll do a stop loss one. Wait, I'm confused because these must. Oh, I don't show. Wait a second. These are fills. Oh, the default is this. I don't like that. Okay. Do a this one. Oh, we did orange one day. I don't remember what it was though. I think it's like 0.5 for the blue channel. And that does it. Orange feels like a good warning color. All right, let's go ahead and doot, just to get it buying. All right, there we go. Yeah, I guess it's gonna be a stop loss hit there, then we sell there. Orange is maybe not the best color. That's fine though. Purple. Maybe purple's the right color. I don't want to overfit it to this one thing that happened yesterday though. I don't think this is a terrible outcome, honestly, because I think what I really need is I need to do some sort of like market regime detection to detect that the channeling strategy isn't the best one to go with. But we're not really optimizing stuff too much right now. I just wanted to have stuff in place. Like I could up the stop loss drop rate to, what would this need to be? Or actually, I want to hit the stop loss. What would the time requirement be? $60,000 to like 75,000. What's that? 15,000 seconds. 250 minutes divided by 60, 4.1 hours. Yeah, so we'd have to wait 4 hours to, I'll do 60 minutes. All right. Let's go to our to-do list. Okay. We did those ones. The trailing one, I still want to think about, I think. You do this only for fun, or do you trade actual money as well? I've tried to trade like actively. I've never really like done that well on it, but I kind of got into algo trading this last weekend, so hence me working on this project for a little bit. But yeah, this isn't like live running or anything like that. Right now, this is for fun, but I mean, if it does well, it does well, and I'll use it for sure. But I'm hopefully optimistic, but I'm also realistic in that it could not work. But it is interesting stuff. I will say I've learned a lot about statistics, more than I've ever learned at a college class. I don't know. I don't know if this is everybody. I feel like the way I learn though is I need to like really like be hands-on solving a problem to understand what things mean, you know? Like how you'd go to like a stats class, they'd be like, all right, let's calculate the standard deviation of something. And I'd be like, I don't know what we're doing, but I like, you can give me the formula and I can like plug the numbers in. But like now that I've actually like, I'm using it and like trying to understand what it means and how it applies to making a decision about something, like it makes a lot more sense in my head, you know? I don't think it'll work in the real world. It is better to focus on a market effect and not on statistical properties. I think a lot of people trade off of statistics, right? I guess maybe I don't understand what you mean, but all right. I guess we do the trailing stop loss tracker thing. All right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I'll be back. All right. All right. We'll do a start trailing threshold. I think what I'm gonna do is this. Let's do a different graph. Or hold on, let's change this. I'm gonna buy here. Then you have your stop loss that gets set from there. And I think I want to add a minimum point where I start trailing. I don't have a minimum point where I start trailing. So if it ever goes to this point, then we add the trailing to it. And then the trail will just trail like normal. This will be the minimum point that we start trailing. Then we'll enter trailing mode, and then we'll always sell if we hit our trailing stop. And that's how we'll do it. I guess this will also be based off of cost basis, wouldn't it? If t dot trailing, we'll do one thing, else we'll do another thing. Load 64. I don't really know yet exactly what fields we're gonna need. But if we're in trailing mode, then we'll have to, if price is below, that would be this part. I guess we'll do the first part, setting the trailing point. So when we're not in trailing mode, we want to switch to trailing mode. But we only want to switch if, hold on. If position.quantity is less than 0, we want to exit trailing mode. Basically want to clear everything. It might be easier just to do this. We'll just clear everything, then we'll return. All right. If we go below, we'll just do to-dos. I'll write it out. If we go below, we go below this trailing stop threshold and close positions. If we go above the start trailing threshold, then start the trailing behavior. Okay, so if price, so we first check quantity, and then we do if price is greater than. How do I calculate this on this one? I'm gonna go ahead and just do CB is this. I guess I could do a 1 plus. I don't know why on this one it made more sense to do it that way. One plus t dot start trailing threshold, or start trailing ratio. Is Emacs better than Vim to program with? It doesn't matter. There's not one that's better than the other. Thank you, NewOnNet, for the follow. Appreciate it. One's not better than the other. It's just, oh, sorry, I missed your message in the YouTube chat too. I started with Emacs. A lot of people start with Vim. Vim's probably the more common one, so you'll get better tooling probably just because there's more people that use it. There's more like critical mass around it. So if I had to recommend one, I'd probably recommend Vim. It doesn't matter though. I use Vim, but I might try Emacs. Yeah, I have some days where I try to use Vim, and I don't know. All right, so we have the start trailing ratio. So if our price goes above cost basis times like 101%, then we'll start trailing, let's say. That'll be the ratio above which we start trailing. Then we switch to trailing true. I guess we do T dot trailing peak equals price. Trying to think if there's anything else we have to do here. We basically just set this true and then set the value. And the next update, the next frame we come in, we'll have started trailing. The one thing we can't change though is like these are configures. So what I might need to do is I might need to do balls t dot trailing peak. I guess it doesn't matter. We don't need to clear that. The ratio we have to keep though. All right, we'll update the trailing peak. T dot trailing peak equals maximum of T dot trailing peak and price. That will always just kind of climb up. If yeah. Cost basis times 1 plus T dot trailing stop ratio. So if we go below the trailing stop ratio, then we'll do this. If true, the stop loss was hit. And then we need to add this one. The ratio. I don't know, the trailing stop ratio. I know what this is, so I don't really know how much I need to document it. These are kind of the configurable ones. I'm just gonna put them at the bottom. We don't need this. We'll pack our booleans together just for memory reasons. CB, no, it's not CB. It's T dot trailing peak. So we actually don't need cost basis there, do we? We just need it here. Okay, I guess we'll just conform. Okay, let's just verbalize this. If we have no positions, then we will not do anything. We'll stop trailing mode though if we are trailing. Do I want to clear? I'm not going to clear the stop hit because I want this to be like an event that needs to get handled by something. I'm going to do this sort of thing. Trailing stop tracker. So we'll do that. This will reset it. This will just check to see if the stop was hit. Yeah, so in trailing mode, we want to check to see if the price dips below the peak. I guess this would be the peak. So if the price dips below the peak, maximum, is this right? Yeah, I want the maximum. Yeah, so if it's going down, we'll keep this. Okay. And then if price is less than the trailing peak times 1, this seems to be a minus. Because if this was 0.01, then it would be 99% of the trailing peak. That's when we would stop. Then stop hit goes true. Okay. Then if we're not trailing, we start trailing, we set the trailing peak, and we set the trailing peak up here. Okay, I guess I'm happy with this. I don't really have a use case for testing this, to be honest, but I guess we could just make a really tight trailing stop peak, and then let me read my notes really quick. For trailing stop loss, I want to track some percentage of the total gain. Oh, I was kind of thinking about it that way, wasn't I? This is percentage of price. Price. Yeah, the problem with percentage of price is it's percentage of cost basis makes sense for the stop, but percentage of price, like the way I want to configure this, I feel like, is I want to say, like I want it to be a percentage of gains, I think. But I don't know if that really works super well. Oh, less than or equal to 0. That's another bug. I guess let's config. I don't know. I'm having trouble like thinking about this. Like I don't really like the fact that it's like if you go above 1% of your cost basis. Like I almost feel like it'd be better just to say like if you go above like I have a gain target. Define an RR and have the algo follow it. It's much easier. I use 2 to 1 or 1 to 2. At 2, you can swap to a trailing stop loss if you want. Oh, so it would basically be like, but so it's like you're just saying you wouldn't sell above, like you said, you basically set your like you have your buy. And you're saying like 1, that's my stop loss. 1, 2, that's my like take profit point. It'd be this basically. And this is just some multiple of like, I want like 10 cents or something. Oh, they just slide it up. Yeah, I guess the way I was thinking about it was, this makes sense. How was I thinking about it? Like, this is what I was thinking, I guess. I was thinking this. I was thinking like, I want to set my stop loss at some point of like, this would be like my sell point, obviously. And then trailing stop, I was thinking of it like, if I don't hit this minimum, then I don't sell. Like if the stock price went like this and just like channeled here, then I would just be sitting here waiting for it to hit some point. But then once I hit this point, I add a trailing stop down to some section. And if it ever dipped below that, so then like scenario 2 is it starts like channeling up here or whatever. I set my stop loss there. Then it would come up here, or my trailing stop loss, I guess. You know what I mean? And then you're kind of always getting like this point. That if your algo was 40% right, you'd still be profitable. That is true. Like, I guess I was trying to come up with a way to like, maybe your way does work though. It's hard to think about what the difference is, because there's just so many like ways that the thing could go. I guess. So you're saying that people would they'd set their trailing stop here, or like when they hit 1, they set their trailing stop to here, and then if it keeps going up, then they'd be fine. But at worst case, they basically break even. Do people usually have fixed price targets? Like they would say, I want 10 cents. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say, I guess. Yeah, I'm curious for this though. Do people have like fixed numbers that they're trying to hit, or is it a percentage of like their cost or something? Because weirdly, I feel like my stop loss, I want a percentage of my cost. But for this, I want like a fixed number. And maybe that does make sense though. Maybe the fixed number makes more sense. But a percentage also makes sense, I guess. Percentage, then it would be a percentage of price, and then it's more maneuverable across symbols, I guess. Not a percentage. They usually calculate how much they want to lose on the trade. Then they use that to calculate their position sizing. Then they use that to calculate their position sizing and set a fixed number for risk reward. I see. Always use percent profit to cover fees, etc. I do kind of like this though. I just don't know if it like, I guess I'm not really sure what I'm concerned about. I feel like there's something though. I just can't really like, it's not in my like head, I guess. It's not fully formed. My thought isn't fully formed yet. There's something I don't like about this, but I do like a lot of it, if that makes sense. The brokers in my country either don't have API access. Oh, I thought, sorry, your username's green. I thought you were get fluffed as well. Yeah, I know it's I I didn't realize how much finance stuff is centered around the US. Like a lot of countries. I don't know if it's a regulation thing or what. It might be a liability thing. Well, actually, it's hard for me to, I can't really trade I can't really trade stocks that are in other countries that easily either. I think unless they like move their stock to like NASDAQ or whatever. Even then, I think there's some sort of fee I have to pay, but it's not $100 a month. For me, I prefer seeing stop loss as an actual level, like a support level or a channel band. Yeah, that's based on that. I know how much I'm risking. I see what you're saying. Yeah, so I guess the algorithm could calculate this number. I'm not sure what I like about this one. Because I think even this one, you could decide just to like just trailing stop and just keep going. It's not like you have to sell here. So maybe the risk reward ratio does make sense. It might make more sense than what I was doing. Because what I was thinking about like how I'm inputting these numbers. And if I'm doing like a percentage above the cost basis, I feel like it doesn't make sense. So I think I'd rather configure this and be like, start trailing at and then like trailing distance or something. Then it's basically cost basis plus this to determine if you, it'd be cost basis plus that. But maybe but I guess I can model it the other way too. If it breaks the key support level, it'll probably keep falling. Like I could do, I don't know, I might call it like a reward scale. Trailing distance. So you could do it, I think you could model it that way too. So then you set this to 2 for like a 2-to-1 scaling, and then you say 10 cents. And then you would do, this would be plus 0.1, this would be plus 0.2. It technically doesn't have the bottom part. That's kind of a separate tracker, in mine at least. But I could include it here as well. This does feel easier to visualize in my head. I just don't know. I can't really explain what problem I have with it though. Maybe I'm just like seeing ghosts. I don't know. Maybe it's just because this was what I thought of first. So it's essentially this, I guess it's very similar. It's just, this is the, I guess it's very similar to what I was thinking of, because I wanted to have like a bottom threshold where you start trailing. And then I kind of wanted the trailer to like hit something just above. Like I never wanted to like get break even. I wanted to be just above break even just for like slippage and stuff. But I feel like I don't want the, I want the strategy to pick the sell point usually. I think I want this to be more of like a fallback. But yeah, I think it's easier to specify in terms of I want this much profit. Because if I want to calculate how much profit I want, I can still do that in a percentage-based way. So I think the best way to model is actually this way. Reward amount. I might word it separately. I might word it differently just so it makes more sense when I'm doing this. I might do like oh, actually, this is probably what I'm going to do. Start trailing at and then trailing distance. I'm going to copy pasta this. Everything's the same except for these check functions. So it'll basically just be if prices, trailing distance, start trailing at delta. It can be another condition when your strategy triggers a sell signal while you're in a long trade, then immediately get out. That's true, yeah. It doesn't need to revolve around, yeah, I agree. Oh, sorry, I need to rewrite this whole thing. S-A-I-K. If price, oh, sorry, I'm doing the other one. Man, I'm getting so like, so if price is greater than position.cost basis plus start trailing at distance, then we want to start trailing. And we do all the trailing logic. And then when I model this, I can do the 2-to-1 risk reward. So I don't need to model it inside of this thing. I can have the algorithm decide how it wants to model the risk reward. And this is just very like high level. These are all internals, and then this is like the configuration stuff. So then it'll be trailing distance, and it'll be if price is less than trailing peak minus trailing distance. Then we hit the stop. And then we'll close it and take whatever profits we have left. So then the algorithm can be like, if it's targeting 10 cents, for example, it can say start trailing at 10 cents profit and set the trailing to like 0.5 cents, or sorry, not 0.5 cents, but like 8 cents or something like that. Or like 10 cents, right? And then it has to dip all the way back down to 0 for you to take your break even. The only thing I don't like about this is that the trailing stop isn't a function of, like, I'm trying to think, is there a reason? I don't even know. This might be a good, sorry. If you go to like a whole dollar for some reason, would I want the trailing stop to be larger? Or would I just be fine with a 10-cent trailing stop? Like as the gain is increasing, do I want the... That's the only thing this doesn't have, is that as the gain's increasing, it doesn't increase the size of the trailing stop. But I think that most of the time, the gains aren't going to be this outsized, for at least for channel strategies, definitely not. Maybe for momentum strategies that could. Like then my trailing stop will be 0.9, but would I want it to be like 0.8 or something? Maybe not, I don't know. I don't know if it's kind of hard to, I think it's things you have to test. I don't think it's things you can just like theory craft. Like it makes sense that you might want both. I'm gonna delete this though. I like this better. I like this way better. To do, what did I was gonna say? Would you ever? Maybe, I don't know. This seems way harder to think of though, because you'd be like, oh, let's say I'll do a trailing stop of 1% on a gain, but then your gain's like 10 cents. 1%'s like not even a penny. So then it instantly gets triggered, but it like makes sense. The numbers like make sense. Like 1% of gain's not that much, but for really low gains, it ends up being, I don't know, whatever. Trailing peak. This will just smooth the graph. So it'll start following the price once the, if I graph it, it'll follow the price rather than just get stuck. Okay, let's add a trailing stop and see how it does. Okay. Oh, trailing. We want these two. Start trailing at delta 0.1. We'll just say like, I don't know, I'm just making up numbers. Trailing distance of 0.8, I don't know. Then it's kind of nice because it's like, you can just see this and say, all right, I know I'm gonna make at least 2 pennies if I ever hit 10 cents. So that's kind of a nice, like it's an easy to understand thing, which I like. Like conceptually it makes sense. Or it's like very apparent like what it's gonna do. Oh yeah, we need to update this, which is down here. Where's my stop tracker update? I usually update stuff at the top, don't I? I think it's called trailing stop. Okay, that'll update it, and then we'll do I'm a little worried about the ordering of this stuff. Like, if the stop does trigger, you end up blocking yourself from issuing another one. So I don't love that, I guess, but I'll have to kind of combine these concepts, I think, eventually. I'm gonna go ahead and do this. I'll add a new one of these. And then in our, was it in UI? Yeah. I'm just gonna do stop. We'll do trailing. We'll do T stop. I'll call it trail actually. I've kind of gone like text. So. Okay. Oh, I'm not graphing it though. So we need to graph the that as well. Hold on. And we'll sell our whole position. We don't need to wait though. I think once this runs though, check stop. Yeah, T dot trailing. This needs to go to false as well. That way we're not trailing. Because our position could still be there. But we don't want to issue multiple. But then wouldn't we do this? Price. I think there's a bug in here where we're not necessarily in here, but in the update where it could re-stop itself because it hasn't detected that it's like fired this trailing stop. Thank you, Incognito Papito. Thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. Okay. Oh, I gotta stop slouching. Let's graph it. I'm just gonna say stop. Trail. Not trailing distance. We want to do. Who nerd sniped you? I watched a TV show called Billions about a hedge fund, and I was like, you know what? You know, it'd be really fun. Yeah, and here I am. Here I am a week later, almost. It's been fun though. I feel like I'm burning myself out a little bit. Like I'm working on this way too much. I'm enjoying this too much. Yeah, it's a good show. There's a little bit of like corny stuff that happens, but like that's every show pretty much. I'm only on season 2 right now. But it's interesting though. The whole like bondage thing though, I'm a little bit like, all right, like I don't really need to watch these parts, but I don't know. Everything else is interesting and fun. Yeah, I like shows like that. High stakes. I mean, it's like super unrealistic, but it's just funny. And the main actor guy, I don't know if you guys ever saw that was it a TV show or movie? Yeah, I guess it was a TV show called Band of Brothers. The guys from that one. Beware of the quantitative developer pipeline. I'm already sucked in. Been one of the best shows I've watched it a few times. Damian Lewis. He's also from Homeland. Is that the main actor guy? Oh yeah, he's also in Band of Brothers. I didn't know he's in Homeland. Axelrod, yeah. Axelrod. Time to make some money. It's such a some of the shows like super dumb, but I do enjoy it. It's fun. It's a fun like lighthearted show, I feel like. You know what show's really good? I don't know if you guys have ever seen Battlestar Galactica, but if you haven't seen that, you should watch it. That's one of my favorites. I'm literally waiting for myself to forget what happens in it so I can rewatch it. But it's so memorable. It's gonna take a few years. Yeah, top tier. I loved that show. So good. What were we doing? I don't even remember. I got so distracted. So my brain turned into what used to happen in Battlestar Galactica. Such a good show. Just like the intro, the very first episodes are just so good. That Among All the Watchtower moment is forever etched in my brain. All Along the Watchtower moment. I don't think I've seen that one. Yeah, I see Jimi Hendrix song. Maybe I'm misunderstanding. Oh, you're talking about a moment from the show. I don't remember that part. Okay.
The ship is under attack. We do our job.
This one?
Report to your stations.
Report to stations.
My name is Saltai. I am an officer in the Colonial Fleet. Whatever else I am, whatever else it means, that's the man.
Oh, I can't watch 4 minutes, but.
And if I die today, that's the man I'll be.
Does it play the song, or is this something separate? Oh, there's a song. Maybe I should rewatch this show because I don't remember this part at all. I think I know what they're gonna realize. I don't want to spoil it. I think I know what they're gonna realize though, and yeah. There's a lot of very, very fun reveals in that show, for sure. That's a good one. That's a classic. Oh yeah, we were gonna graph this. I might make just a value function. Really like Stargate Universe. I never really watched those. They've been recommended to me a lot of times, but I just haven't. That's awkward because I have to, I'm just gonna calculate the value. Then every update will just t dot value is price. I don't know if I want to draw it before. Maybe it'll be, I don't know. We'll try it. Okay, let's look at one section. I kind of want to see where the trailing stop gets hit though. I guess I did do kind of large ish values. I'm gonna remove the price and the stop. Yeah, part of the problem is these ones. Like it's so let me see if I can in the UI. I might do this. I might like push the stop events higher or something like that. I think this third one, 1, 2, 3, or fourth one, pixel offset. Might just do like offset up here. And then for these ones, the stop losses, I want to do like a little higher. 0 and 10. I genuinely have no idea what 10 is going to mean. I really should just hard code these because I have to do this every time. Just add persistence to your controls. Well, these come from like I'll eventually make them have files for them. But right now it's just like I just set them to 0 pretty much. I need to tell myself to do it at least 20 times and then I'll eventually do it. Sell. So this is where the trailing starts. I mean, what I need is a really big jump. It's funny because how it's tuned right now, I got a random idea that'd be cool, building a old school text-based browser MMO. Oh, it would be cool to build one. That'd be cool. I don't know. I never really played text-based games that much, so. Yeah, the problem is I sold them all before this peak. I wonder if I can just like decrease the sell. Yeah, well, hold on a second. They're usually very socially focused and have interactions with new players as their core. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I pretty much only played like RuneScape growing up. I should decrease the reload time. It's just too long. I'll do 2 seconds. Actually, I'm surprised when I drag these, it doesn't refresh. All right, I want my trailing stops to get hit. I think, did this one get hit? Or those were sell signals? Yeah, I think that's a sell signal. I think it's hard I think I just need to decrease the trailing stop size because because this strategy is very channel focused. So if it even gets close, it's just too large. If it ever gets close to where the trailing stop is, it never starts it. Well, I mean, there it should have started it, I guess. What it should look like though is it should look like a green line below, or not below the price. It would be just above it, I guess. It would be just above it or just below it. But you need like a 10-cent gain. All right, let's decrease the trailing stop. We'll do 0.5, cut it in half. We'll do 0.5 as well. I guess this is it. Yeah, the trailing stop now follows the highest minus 0.05, 99, 98. Sorry, it's just really hard to read this. But yeah, it's not lining up, so I think this is the price falling through the trailing stop though. But why wouldn't it show a sell there? Let's go ahead. I couldn't get the offset thing to work. Let's go ahead and just not draw sell events. And we won't draw buy events either. Or we're not gonna draw fills, we're not gonna draw. We're just gonna draw stops and trails. Wait, why is it showing buy? I wonder if there's another switch somewhere that like I'm forgetting to add something to. No, I don't know. It's like it's not getting this. I guess they're just never getting hit. Signal chart event. It's either this is never getting hit or but it's weird that we saw the buy draws. Oh, I know what it is. It's just that all of them are filtering into that. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. I might draw the buys actually. Man, I'm so baffled by this. I won't draw the fills though. Because the stops are always sells, so buys will draw. you doing, buddy? I want to remove these. I'll just set them to 0. I don't know if they're messing up where it draws. I mean, I know if I do this, a stop loss should definitely get hit. There we go. There's a stop. What's up, cat? Oh, let's get rid of this noise. It's crazy it doesn't detect any I think something's calculating this wrong. 93.55. So it hits this, so the trailing stop should be there, right? Unless I'm not holding any here, which I guess I could not be. It could have gotten sold or something. Let's do this. We'll set the sell to 0, so it'll like never sell. Let's do 1 day. Okay. That's where it should stop, but then it should hit, like I should be holding the shares here. And I definitely am, because you can see the portfolio is going up. But then it should go above the start point, and then it should be following that one. So I don't know what's going on there. Watch me like I'm not updating it or something, or I'm using the wrong signal or something like that. Where are you? Trailing stop dot value, trailing stop dot update. It equals the price. Then it equals the trailing peak. Like this is where we're not trailing. And this is the highest point. But once we go above that number, price is greater than T dot value. So price should be greater than T dot value now. So it should enter trailing stop mode here. But it doesn't appear to be. Oh, wait a second. That's why, because it's exiting every time we call check stop. So we want to do if. This is kind of a bug here. It doesn't actually impact this one. But in case we add more logic to reset, that'll fix it. Okay, that was the issue. Okay, cool. Now we're hitting a bunch of trailing stops. Yeah, so then the trailing stop starts there, and then the stop goes to this point. And then once the price drops to that point, we end up selling it like here. Okay, cool. It's kind of actually coming together a little bit. Not a lot, just a little bit. Okay, now we can check this one off. Trailing stop loss. None. Hmm. Okay, cool. Now I was maybe thinking of trying to scrape some Binance data. I saw they had like a WebSocket API. I saw Binance had 0 fees. Let's double check. Free Bitcoin trading on select pairs. 0% fees. It sucks that you have to like sign in to see this. That's insane to me. I guess I have to set up quite a bit. Maybe that's not worth it. I guess we can add these back now. Oh, let me first check this thing. Because I was kind of interested in having these go like, let's just do 100. Oh, it's going below it. Oh, it's drawing a line to it. That's kind of cool. Do, do, do. I guess that's fine, actually. I kind of like that. That works. Now we can see where we do buys, we can see where we do sells, and we can see the stop points and the trail points. I think I might hide the fill points because I pretty much always get filled. But it is weird that positive 100 is up. I guess it's kind of like OpenGL directions. Yeah, this was the other to-do we had. I might put these in my data structures section. Yeah, let's do that. That way they're more reusable. DS, stops.go, package DS, add those in. I kind of yeah, this will reset the price. Because I think what's gonna happen is if I want to do a market sell, I think what I'm gonna do when I implement the broker is I'll just be like, if it fails, I just have to keep retrying it. Like I don't really see an alternative to that. I don't know. I don't foresee that stuff being very common, but I don't want it to like not be rigorous, you know? I need to have some like formal like separation. I just hard code these to like all -0.1. What I want to do next, I think, is I want to try to find a way to detect this. I'm gonna hide these, hold on. It's tricky though. I know there's indicators like ADX and stuff that people use. I might go and implement those. We'll have ADX. I might try to implement, I might try to see if that correlates at all to this move. Let me hard code these values. Just so we don't have to set them up every single time. Oh, these ones I oh, it's kind of handy to not have to do that. But 0.6 negative 0.6 this one's tricky because there's so many. I want to do a slice of. No, I want a slice of floats, I think. Which direction does it go? Yeah, the top to bottom. Okay. We use 0, 0, negative 0.1, negative 0.1, negative 0.1, negative 0.1, 0, 0, 0, 0. What could the error be here? Oh, it's because it's not veradic. That's fine. I'll just do a veradic. Okay, hopefully this has the right. What's up, Swimming? How's it going? What strat we using? That's still TBD. This one's kind of like a channeling strategy. But then I saw, this is data from yesterday. There's like this big crash, or not crash really, I guess, but it dropped like 3% or something. So I'm trying to like determine a way to catch this event. Or at least be like risk averse in downtrends. So yesterday I spent a lot of time building like linear regressions, which I'm using for the channels, which is working well. But it's like, it's kind of hard to tell a difference between like this. Like, I'm not sure how you would even think about that. Like the difference between this and like this. So I don't think this is good enough to, I don't know. It's just, I think it's a combination of factors. Oh, I wanted to look at ADX though, didn't I? Yeah, I have done a little bit of day trading just to like try to figure stuff out. I'm not very good at it. I get too like emotional about like, oh, it's like this will come back for sure. So I don't think I'm very good at it in that sense. But I've been trying to like study a lot of the like day trading signals, or like what the things mean, or like theories about the market. But yeah, I've done a little bit of like trying to scalp stuff, or I've done some option scalping too. I've done a little bit of swing trade, trying to do swing trading. So I've experimented around, and with varying levels of success, but OB and EMA continuation are my personal fave. That's how everyone starts, yeah. Yeah, like what would happen when I would trade? It would go down, and I'd be like, well, I don't want to like lose money. So I would just wait, and then it'd just keep going down. And I'd be like, no, I'll just wait for it to come back. But I just don't have I don't have like the active mindset for it. But it's also very tiring. Even like yesterday, I ran a different strategy. My first strategy that I wrote, I ran that just like alongside it. Like this would tell me when to buy because it was kind of running live, and this would tell me when to buy, and I'd like purchase it, and I'd be like, man, this doesn't seem very good. But then it would end up like there would always be a point where I could sell it to make money, and as long as I was like kind of aggressive with selling, I ended up making money. But yeah, like getting it all together is tricky, obviously, but it's been fun. It's been fun stuff to learn regardless. It's also hard. There's a lot of trends. There's like trends inside of trends, you know. There's like the 30-minute channel, then there's like the 15-minute channel sometimes, and there's like the 5-minute channel. But oh yeah, I want to look at ADX though. I guess let's add the metric and just see how it lines up. I'm just gonna throw them at the bottom. I think it's a pointer, isn't it? Yeah, I wish I didn't do it as a pointer, but whatever. What do people use like 14 for this? We get to put a candle in, that's right. I guess I'll do like I have this candle aggregator that I do. I'll do s.candles dot, I don't know, s.candles. I'll do the 15-second candle. Stop value? I don't know. What is it? Dot what? Oh, dot last, I call it. If you want the dumbest strat for Confluence, go 33 EMA close above into 200 EMA close above. Yeah, I'm not familiar with what you mean by Confluence. $33. Oh, when to get out of a trade? You're saying if it closes above the 33 EMA and above both 33 and 200? Oh, is that like a reversion point? Like when it starts to revert? All right, let's, I think I plotted it too. I might remove these just so I can, oh, and this needs to be a signal too. I'm gonna hide these. I wanna hide these ones as well. In my Pine script, I use it to identify, okay. Yeah, I want to do 2 days. Wait, why is this getting truncated to like 0? Oh, it's, I think ADX is 0 to 100, isn't it? All right, let's do a longer period. This is just not it. Hello, buddy. What's up? We'll try the 30-second. Maybe I could try longer. I think something's wrong with this. Because I thought an ADX of, or is it ADX or ATR? I don't remember. Yeah, so 33 EMA to start off a momentum change. If it closes full candle above that with massive order book or liquidity zone, then it means to enter and the stop loss full close below 33. Then to confirm the momentum change, if we break and close above 200 EMA, the trade is good, SL gets moved. Oh, I see what you're saying. I'm just gonna go higher. Oh, I know what it is actually. It's because I need to do the candle, like it's confusing how I aggregate into candles because I get L1 order book data and then I aggregate it every so often. So I only want to update this when ADX candle time, when there's a new candle. So we'll do if this dot and like new last candle. Yeah, that means the new candle got finished. That means we have like a close price for that region. So then we can use this. The problem was it was calculating it every single tick, but for a 30-second candle. So the candle was changing along the way. There we go. That's better. That's a tricky thing to remember though. It's just kind of, it's just hard. All right, let's see. Because like, I feel like what people do is they'll do some sort of regime detection. So I want to do something like that to decide between doing momentum strategies versus channeling strategies or range bound strategies or whatever you call it. Oh yeah, let's go here. I'm just interested in seeing if these things correlate. Let me go ahead and do, oops. It does lag. What do they say? I think it's like above 30 is trending. What does ADX above 30 mean? I think it's like 30. 30 indicates strong trend. Below 20, weak trend. There's 20. Let's go do some confirmation bias here. I mean, it's actually not bad. Let's just overlay these. I want to put it like there or something. I think I need to smooth it though. Like I guess it's about how much lag you want to tolerate. But like it's shooting up because of this. But I might be able to get away with longer or shorter candles. But if you look at this one, it's like trending and then it goes not trending. It's just a very noisy, but like there's a good channel, but then it like instantly switches and you're kind of screwed. You guys can get cat cam for a bit. I know, buddy. You'll get your food here soon, though. Let's do a different time horizon. Let's do 5 seconds. We'll just move up. I'm going to decrease the look back now that this is working. I think people usually use 14. Ow. Got some claws there, dude. This feels too, like it switches to trending right there. But then by that time, it's not really trending anymore. So it's like, this feels almost too short term. All right, let's try. We did 30 second, we did 5 second, I think we did 15 second. I want to kind of go up though. I don't think we did 15 second actually. Yeah, this is a better metric. The problem, like the only problem is like it spikes above right after the trend starts and then it's kind of finished by then. All right, we did 30 though. I want to do like 1 minute. See how that does. It is weird it doesn't think this section here, or I guess because it's delayed, huh? I guess 20, they say 25, right? 25 is like maybe. It might make sense to smooth this. I don't know. I don't want it to lag more though. Let's look at M5. The 5 minutes. Yeah, that's a little bit more certain, I guess. 20 to 30 as this one happens. Then it goes even higher. And then it just takes a while to recover. So maybe the 5 minute candle is actually a pretty good indicator for this. But it does seem to bias high. Like this is 20 to... It's just hard because there's trends on high frequency, it seems like, and there's trends on like low frequency, it seems like as well. But if I was like, let's say I set the threshold at 25. Thank you, Bor, for the follow. Appreciate it, man. Welcome. I think if I set the, like, I think I can't do a hard threshold. I think you need to do some kind of like scaling. Like the lower it is, the more likely we are to trust like a channeling strategy. I don't know. I'm just thinking out loud. But at least this one does predict this. So if we had this in place and we did a 30-minute candle, or sorry, we did trending at 30 or 25 or something like that, then it would hit here. We'd stop doing the channeling strategy until it comes back, like around there. Around here. Thank you, TYNK. What's up, buddy? How's it going? Thanks for the follow. Yeah, so you do miss out of the starting point, but yeah. At least his tail's not up. He comes around this time too, because I usually give him wet food at 2. So he's here to remind me. That was the 5 minute. Let's try 15 minute. What's up, Kevin? How's it going? Sorry, I just joined, so you may have walked through all of this. What Golang GUI framework are you using and leveraging here for desktop apps? I'm using Dear IAM GUI bindings. What's up, Igor? How's it going? I'm using these Dear IAM GUI bindings. Alan Dang? Yeah, this guy made him. He makes this GUI library. This one, I don't use this. I use like the window manager from this thing, but then I call down to CIM GUI Go. So I'm using these bindings mostly. And it's got like IAM plot in it. It's got IAM nodes. It's got IAM GUI. And it's all right. It's pretty good. But it works well. I don't have candlestick charts yet. But maybe one day we'll add them. Yeah, of course. I'm happy to answer any questions. Anthony GG was doing a trading app in Go, but switched to Odin because of their performance. Yeah, I think I remember seeing that. I think I saw it on like Twitter or something like that. Is he using Raylib? I'm curious what performance problems he had. But yeah, I haven't like seen his thing. But for visualizations, this stuff's working fine. Oh, he was doing WebAssembly. I could see that being an issue then. The problem with Go and WebAssembly, especially what I could see for trading apps, because like it's hard to not in Golang just like dump out tons of memory. But in WebAssembly for Go, you've got a single thread, so the garbage collector has to block the main thread. So the concurrency stuff is a little bit out of the window. But yeah, WebAssembly is a little bit more tricky for sure. Look at this freaking cat, dude. I'm getting clawed. Hmm. But yeah, I could see WebAssembly being a little bit problematic. $60. So we're channeling. $25 is like around there. So it does jump out of it. This one's the problem with this one is it just biases high again. Like I would think that this is a decent channeling area, just visually. But everything is I'm GUI here, yeah. Do. Let's see M30. The problem with this one is it's super infrequent. So I only have 2 days of data. There's not that many 30-minute candles. Like as you can see, the step size is gigantic. But yeah, it's like it thinks it's trending the whole time. This is all warm up. Boom, boom. I wonder what it sees here that's making it, I don't know. It'll be nice once I have another day of data to test with for these longer indicators. Because right now, like my 1 hour indicator is like, there's just not enough to like build a line out of like 14 hours of data. Like it's just starting. Let's go back to the good one, which was like a 5 minute, I think. Maybe 1 minute was pretty good. I want to see how this does on like S&P 500. But that also had the down period as well. But it was just less drastic. Hide events. Yeah, so if we say this is, let's just drop this down here. So it does detect it. It just detects it a little bit late, I'd say. But it kind of comes back at the right time. I actually like this. I like this period a lot. Oh, I didn't collect these for that day. Sorry, I'm like just starting this, so I've only got like a couple days of, I've only got since Monday for some stocks, but I don't like, I think this stock I only have since like yesterday. Hey, where's the price? I want this to be like there. Hold on. Because if it's below it, I just don't care. I'll do 25. Okay, this is actually pretty decent. I see the appeal. It sucks that it's not, okay, I can just double click that. That's actually super handy. DRM GUI's got some good hotkeys, like double click. You can also like right click and drag sections, and like, if I only want to see this, I can just see that, you know? It's actually not bad. It's a pretty comprehensive toolkit. Okay, so 25. The logic is like above 25, we don't want to trade. Below 25, we do want to trade. This one's not so good. Because it's like kind of below still, but I'm surprised this doesn't go up when it dips there. I wonder if I have a bug in it. Like in the calculation. That's a good period. It would also be nice if I could draw like horizontal sections. Like, is it this one? No, not that one. I'm gonna do like if I could draw like sections like this, that would be super sick. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty close to catching it. Dun, dun, dun. Sorry, I'm just kind of like looking through these. Good old meta. Oh, sorry, I'll do my camera here. Hopefully that looks good. That's way too high. There you go. This one is, yeah, I mean, the problem is you go like too high and you miss out on some things. But you go too low and it's, what are you doing? I'm a newbie coder. I was just looking into algo trading stuff, algorithmic trading. So I'm building a little bot, a little back testing framework. Just like running simulations on like, buy if this looks like this, and then sell if this looks like that, essentially. But I pretty much just picked a bunch of like S&P 500 companies. Yeah, I mean, like this is a good one just because it's below 25 and then it's channeling like pretty well. Okay. Trader, yeah. Trader life. That's the goal. Anyways, it's been 3 hours. A little bit of a shorter stream today, but I'm gonna hop off, go feed my cats, and get a few other errands I gotta do today before the day closes. But yeah, thank you all for stopping by. Appreciate everyone hanging out. Hope you all had a good time. But yeah, that'll be it for today. Anyways, I will see you all. Hope you have a good day, and I'll see you next time.